What you see as rejection, I see as protection. What feels like failure to you is actually my faithfulness to your future. Every door I close is not a punishment, it's preparation. Every opportunity one remove is not deprivation, it's direction. I am not taking away from you. I am saving you from what would take away from your destiny. My beloved child, I know how it feels when doors slam shut just as you're about to walk through them. I know the disappointment when opportunities you've prayed for suddenly disappear. I know the confusion when paths you were certain were right suddenly become impossible to travel. But today, I want to open your spiritual eyes to see what's really happening when I close doors in your life. Every closed door in your life has been a gift of love, even when it felt like rejection. Every blocked path has been divine protection, even when it looked like divine denial. Every stopped opportunity has been my hand guiding you away from something that would have hurt you and towards something that will heal you. I understand the deep pain you feel when doors close in your life. It's not just disappointment. It's often accompanied by feelings of rejection, failure, and confusion about my will for your life. You've wondered if you're being punished, if you're not good enough, or if you've somehow missed my plan for you. When that job you wanted goes to someone else, when that relationship ends just when you thought it was heading somewhere beautiful, when that opportunity you've been working toward suddenly becomes unavailable. The pain is real, and I see every tear you cry. I feel every disappointment you experience. Your hurt matters to me. You've questioned my love during these moments. You've wondered if I really care about your dreams and desires. You've felt abandoned when doors closed, confused about why I would withhold good things from you. These feelings are natural and human, and I don't condemn you for having them. But what you couldn't see in those moments of pain was my hand of protection working on your behalf. What felt like abandonment was actually my fierce love refusing to let you settle for less than my best. What seemed like withholding was actually my wisdom preventing you from receiving something that would ultimately harm you. The pain of closed doors often comes from seeing only the immediate disappointment rather than the eternal protection. It comes from focusing on what you're losing rather than what you're being saved from. It comes from thinking about the present rather than considering the future I have planned for you. I want you to know that I never close doors carelessly. Every closure is calculated love. Every blocked path is purposeful protection. Every ended opportunity is thoughtful direction towards something better. You can only see one side of a door, but I can see both sides. You see the opportunity you're missing. I see the problems you're avoiding. You see the relationship that ended. I see the heartbreak you've been spared. You see the job you didn't get. I see the stress and compromise it would have brought into your life. Behind that door you've been trying so hard to open, there might be a person who would have used you, manipulated you, or taken advantage of your kindness. There might be a situation that would have compromised your values, damaged your integrity, or pulled you away from your true calling. There might be an environment that would have been toxic to your spirit, harmful to your growth, or destructive to your peace. I see the betrayal that was waiting for you in that business partnership you wanted so badly. I see the heartbreak that was planned for you in that relationship you thought was perfect. I see the burnout that was designed for you in that position you were fighting to get. I see the debt that would have crushed you in that financial opportunity you were chasing. Behind closed doors, I also see mistiming. Sometimes the right thing at the wrong time becomes the wrong thing. That opportunity might be perfect for you, but not now. That relationship might be beautiful, but not yet. That door might lead to your destiny, but you're not ready to walk through it successfully. I see your character and know what you can handle and what would overwhelm you. I see your future and know what will prepare you for it and what would derail you from it. I see your heart and know what will heal it and what would break it beyond repair. When I close doors, I'm not keeping good from you. I'm keeping wrong from you so that right can find you at the perfect time. Every door I close is an act of love. It might not feel like love in the moment, but it's the deepest kind of love, the love that protects you from harm even when you can't see the danger. It's the love that says no to good so it can say yes to great. It's the love that disappoints you temporarily to bless you permanently. This kind of love requires me to be willing to be misunderstood by you. When I close doors, you might think I don't care about your happiness, that I don't want you to succeed, or that I'm being cruel. But I'm willing to bear your misunderstanding because I love you too much to let you walk into something that will hurt you. It's like a parent who refuses to let their child touch a hot stove. The child doesn't understand why they're being stopped from reaching for something they want. They might cry, get angry, or feel rejected. But the parent's love compels them to prevent the burn, even if it means enduring the child's temporary upset. My love for you is infinitely greater than a parent's love for their child. I love you too much to let you settle for counterfeits when I have the real thing prepared for you. I love you too much to let you accept mediocre when I have magnificent planned for you. I love you too much to let you choose immediate gratification when I have eternal satisfaction waiting for you. Sometimes my love looks like discipline, sometimes like redirection, sometimes like closed doors. But it's always love, perfect love that sees what you need more clearly than you can see what you want. Every closed door is a redirect toward your true destiny. I don't close doors to stop your progress. I close them to redirect your steps toward the path that leads to your ultimate purpose. What feels like a setback is actually a setup for your comeback in the right direction. Your destiny is not behind every door that presents itself to you. Your purpose is not found in every opportunity that becomes available. Your calling is not fulfilled through every path that seems possible. There is a specific route to your specific purpose, and I am committed to keeping you on that route. When I close wrong doors, I'm protecting the integrity of your journey. Every detour you avoid brings you closer to your destination. Every wrong path you don't take saves you time on your way to the right path. Every incorrect door you don't enter prevents you from getting lost in places that aren't meant for you. This redirection is often accompanied by new opportunities that you couldn't have seen while you were focused on the closed door. As one door closes, I'm often opening others that are better aligned with your purpose, more suited to your gifts, and more connected to your calling. But you have to be willing to turn away from the closed door to see the open one. You have to be willing to stop fighting for what I've ended to be available for what I'm beginning. You have to trust that my redirection is not rejection but rather course correction towards something better. Your destiny is too important to be left to chance or to your limited perspective. I am actively involved in directing your steps, and that sometimes means stopping you from taking steps in the wrong direction. One of the most important reasons I close doors is to protect you from wrong people. I see hearts that you can't see. I know motives that aren't obvious to you. I understand intentions that people hide well. And when I see that someone would harm you, use you, or derail you from your purpose, I will close the door to that relationship. You might have been attracted to someone who seemed perfect for you, but I could see the patterns of behavior that would have eventually destroyed your peace. You might have wanted to partner with someone who appeared successful, but I could see the compromise and corruption that would have damaged your integrity. I see the friend who would have influenced you toward destructive habits. I see the business partner who would have taken advantage of your trust. I see the romantic interest who would have broken your heart in ways that would take years to heal. I see the mentor who would have led you away from your calling rather than toward it. When I close doors to these relationships, it's not because I don't want you to have friends, partners, or companions. It's because I want you to have the right friends, the right partners, and the right companions. People who will encourage your growth, support your calling, and add value to your life rather than drain it. The loneliness you feel when I close relational doors is temporary, but the damage from wrong relationships can be permanent. I'd rather you wait alone for the right person than settle for the wrong person and wish you were alone. I am preparing the right people for your life just as I am preparing you for theirs. The connections I'm orchestrating will be life-giving, purpose-supporting, and joy-increasing. But to make room for these right relationships, I sometimes have to close doors to wrong ones. Sometimes I have to interrupt your plans to save you from your plans. Your ideas aren't always my ideas, and your ways aren't always my ways. When I close doors that seem to align with your desires, it's often because those desires would lead you away from my best rather than toward it. You might have planned a path that looked good, seemed logical, and felt right to you, but I could see where it would ultimately lead to compromise, to distraction, to settling for less than what I have prepared for you. My interruption of your plans is my mercy protecting you from the limitations of your own perspective. This divine interruption often feels like failure, especially when you've invested time, energy, and emotion into pursuing something. You might feel like you've wasted effort, missed opportunities, or made mistakes in your planning. But my interruption is not condemnation of your planning. It's correction of your direction. I don't interrupt your plans to frustrate you. I interrupt them to facilitate something better. I don't stop your progress to punish you. I redirect your progress to promote you to something greater. I don't close doors to limit you. I close them to liberate you from limitations you can't see. The mercy of divine interruption saves you from years of pursuing something that would never satisfy you, from building something that would never last, from investing in something that would never return what you put into it. When I interrupt your plans, pause and ask me what I'm protecting you from and what I'm redirecting you toward. Look for the mercy in the interruption and the love in the redirection. Learning to recognize when I'm closing doors versus when you're facing temporary obstacles is crucial for your peace and your progress. Not every resistance is my redirection, and not every difficulty is my door closing. Sometimes challenges are meant to be overcome, and sometimes they're meant to be heeded as signs to change course. When I'm closing a door, you'll often experience a persistent sense of unease or lack of peace about the opportunity, even when it looks good on the surface. When I'm redirecting you, circumstances will often align to block your path despite your best efforts. When I'm protecting you, you'll notice that the more you push for something, the more resistance you encounter. Divine door closing is often accompanied by new opportunities opening that you didn't expect or pursue. As I close one path, I typically reveal another that is more aligned with my will for your life. The timing of these alternative openings is rarely coincidental. You'll also notice that when I close doors, I provide peace about the closure even when you're disappointed. There's often a sense of relief mixed with the sadness, an intuitive knowing that something wasn't right even if you couldn't identify what it was. Pay attention to the counsel of wise people in your life. Often, I speak through the concerns and observations of those who love you and want your best. If multiple people you trust are expressing hesitation about something you're pursuing, it might be my voice speaking through them. Most importantly, learn to distinguish between your will and my will. When you're fighting hard for something that requires constant struggle with no progress, it might be time to consider whether you're pushing for your desire rather than submitting to my direction. Every door I close makes room for a better door to open. My denials are always preparation for my approvals. My no to one thing is always to clear the way for my yes to something better. You cannot receive your best while you're still holding on to good enough. The door I'm preparing to open for you is custom designed for your gifts, your calling, your season, and your growth. It's not just better than what I closed, it's perfect for who you're becoming. It's aligned with your purpose in ways that previous opportunities never could have been. This better door often comes at a time when you've stopped frantically trying to force doors open and have learned to trust my timing and my choices for your life. It comes when you've developed peace about closed doors and faith in my plans for your future. The opportunity that's coming will feel different from those I've closed. There will be a sense of rightness, of alignment, of divine setup rather than human striving. Things will flow in ways that feel supernatural rather than forced. Doors will open easily rather than requiring constant pressure. You'll recognize the right door because it will make use of gifts you've developed during the waiting period. It will connect to lessons you've learned through closed doors. It will be sized for the character you've built through disappointment and the trust you've developed through redirection. But you have to be willing to let go of what I've closed to receive what I'm opening. You have to stop looking back at closed doors to see the open ones ahead. You have to release your grip on past opportunities to have hands free for future blessings. Every closed door is an opportunity to build trust in my character and my plans for your life. When you choose to trust me in the disappointment of a closed door, you're developing spiritual muscle that will serve you throughout your life. Trust built through closed doors is deeper and stronger than trust built through open doors. It's easy to trust me when everything is going your way, when doors are opening, and when your plans are succeeding. But trust that develops through closed doors, through redirections, through divine interruptions, that's the trust that will sustain you through every season of your life. This trust is built by choosing to believe that I love you even when my actions don't feel loving. It's developed by deciding to believe that I'm for you even when circumstances seem to be against you. It's strengthened by continuing to believe that I have good plans for you even when current plans aren't working out. Each time you choose trust over bitterness when doors close, you're making a deposit in your spiritual account that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Each time you choose faith over fear when opportunities disappear, you're building the kind of unshakable confidence in my character that nothing can destroy. This trust will serve you well when future doors close, when new redirections come, when unexpected interruptions occur. You'll have a history with me that proves my faithfulness, a track record that demonstrates my love, a foundation of experience that confirms my wisdom. The trust you build through closed doors will also enable you to help others when they face their own disappointments and redirections. Your testimony of my faithfulness through closed doors will be a source of hope for others who are struggling to understand my ways. My timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't align with your timeline. The doors I close are closed at exactly the right moment to protect you from exactly the right things. The doors I open will open at exactly the right moment to bless you with exactly the right opportunities. This perfect timing takes into account factors you cannot see and circumstances you're not aware of. It considers the readiness of other people involved in your future, the alignment of circumstances beyond your control, and the development of your own character and capabilities. Sometimes I close doors now to reopen them later when the timing is right. Sometimes what seems permanently closed is only temporarily unavailable. Sometimes I say not now rather than never, but you hear only the closing without the promise of future opening. The wisdom of my timing also involves protecting you from receiving things before you can handle them properly. Success at the wrong time can destroy character. Relationships at the wrong time can derail destiny. Opportunities at the wrong time can become overwhelming burdens. I know when you're ready for what I want to give you. I know when circumstances are aligned for your success. I know when other people are prepared to support your progress. I know when timing will maximize blessing and minimize problems. Learn to trust not just my decisions but my timing. Believe that delays are not denials but orchestrations. Accept that closed doors often mean wait rather than never. Trust that my timing will prove to be perfect even when it feels frustratingly slow. One of the most powerful spiritual disciplines you can develop is gratitude for what didn't happen, thankfulness for doors I closed, opportunities one removed, and paths I blocked. This kind of gratitude acknowledges my protection and celebrates my intervention. Most of the time, you'll never know the full extent of what I've saved you from by closing doors. You won't see the heartbreak I prevented, the failure I helped you avoid, or the damage I stopped before it could reach you. But faith believes that my closures are protections even without full understanding of what was prevented. This gratitude shifts your perspective from focusing on what you missed to celebrating what you were spared. It moves your attention from what didn't work out to what was worked out for your good. It changes your narrative from loss to protection, from disappointment to divine intervention. Practicing this kind of gratitude will transform how you experience future closed doors. Instead of immediately feeling disappointed or rejected, you'll begin to feel protected and guided. Instead of questioning my love, you'll celebrate my care. Instead of feeling forgotten, you'll feel watched over. You can start practicing this gratitude by looking back at doors that were closed in your past and seeing how that redirection led to better things. Notice how the jobs you didn't get led to better jobs. Observe how relationships that ended made room for better relationships. See how opportunities that disappeared were replaced by opportunities that fit you better. This backward look will build faith for forward trust. Gratitude for past protection will create confidence in future guidance. Learning to cooperate with my door closing rather than fighting against it will save you energy and increase your peace. When you recognize that I'm redirecting you, the wisest response is cooperation rather than resistance. Cooperation means stopping your efforts to force open doors I'm closing. It means releasing your grip on opportunities I'm removing. It means accepting my direction even when you don't understand it fully. It means trusting my wisdom even when it conflicts with your desires. This cooperation requires surrendering your will to mine, your timeline to mine, your plans to mine. It requires believing that I know better than you do what's best for your life. It requires accepting that my ways are higher than your ways and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. When you cooperate with my direction, You position yourself to receive what I'm preparing for you. When you fight against my closures, you exhaust yourself struggling against my love. When you submit to my redirections, you align yourself with my purposes for your life. Cooperation also means actively looking for the doors I'm opening while releasing the doors I'm closing. It means asking me to show you what I want instead of demanding that I give you what you want. It means seeking my will rather than insisting on your own. This cooperation will become easier as you experience the goodness of my guidance and the wisdom of my redirections. Each time you see how a closed door led to something better, you'll find it easier to trust the next closure. Each redirection that results in blessing will increase your willingness to follow future redirections. I promise you that I am preparing perfect doors for your life, doors that are perfectly aligned with your purpose, perfectly timed for your readiness, perfectly designed for your gifts, and perfectly connected to your destiny. These doors will be worth every closed door you've experienced. The job that's coming will utilize your gifts in ways that bring both fulfillment and provision. The relationship that's being prepared will support your growth and share your values. The opportunity that's approaching will advance your purpose and align with your calling. These perfect doors won't require you to compromise your character, sacrifice your peace, or abandon your values. They won't demand that you become someone you're not or pretend to be something you're not. They will celebrate who you are and utilize what I've placed within you. When these doors open, you'll understand why other doors had to close. You'll see how every redirection was directing you toward this perfect alignment. You'll recognize how every closed door was making room for this open one. The timing of these perfect doors will be so clearly orchestrated that you'll have no doubt about my hand in the process. The way they open will feel supernatural rather than coincidental. The opportunities they provide will exceed what you asked for or imagined. Until these doors open, trust in my timing and my wisdom. Believe that I'm working on your behalf even when you can't see the work. Have faith that perfect doors are being prepared even when current doors are being closed. My beloved child, I hope you now understand that every door I close in your life is an act of love. Every opportunity one remove is protection in disguise. Every path I block is redirection towards something better. I am not working against you. I am working for you in ways you cannot see. Stop fighting so hard to open doors I'm closing. Stop exhausting yourself trying to force what I'm preventing. Stop questioning my love when I redirect your steps. Trust that I see what you cannot see, know what you do not know, and love you more than you can imagine. Every closed door has been preparation for the perfect door that's coming. Every redirected path has been course correction toward your destiny. Every ended opportunity has been clearing the way for the right opportunity. When future doors close, remember this message. When new redirections come, recall my faithfulness. When opportunities disappear, trust my protection. I am always working for your good, even when, especially when it doesn't feel like it. Your perfect doors are coming. Your right opportunities are being prepared. Your destined path is being cleared of wrong options so the right ones can be obvious. Trust my door decisions. They are all motivated by love, guided by wisdom, and designed for your ultimate good and highest blessing. Amen.